Hey YouTube, hope everything's fine. I think I realized something interesting. If you want to make great photos fast, like fast photos without editing hours and hours, and you have a Fuji film, this video is maybe something for you. So as the people of the channel know, I'm shooting quite often with my Fuji X100v. And the Fuji cameras have quite an interesting feature, you can say. They try to replicate some film looks. You just go on a website, it's Fuji Weekly or Fuji X Weekly, posted down below. You go on this website and you just look for a film look that you like and that you are into. When you shoot in JPEG, you're basically done. You go out, you snap the picture, and that's it. Photo's done. I adjusted myself to, actually three film looks that I kinda enjoy. It's Portra 800, Kodachrome 64, Portra 400, and I will go out now and shoot some JPEGs with my Fuji X100v and this kind of film simulations. We go out, we try it. I will put the GoPro on my camera like always and we'll see what happens. Let's go pick up Philip and let's try to see what we can come up with.
So I started directly with the film simulation Portra 400. I just liked the pink and the greens on that film simulation, so I said to myself, okay, let's start with that. The others were a little bit too contrasty. I always try to overexpose the photos a little bit, means a little bit more bright than I would usually do. So the sky is basically completely white, but therefore the colors are very, very glory and very bright. And I think that is always great when you try to photograph some flowers. Decided to move a little bit more forward, and we arrived at this little corner. Instantly this guy came around, snapped a photo. It's not the best one, but you can see that the green and the reds are pairing up quite nicely. After a little bit of time I realized that you have some great lead lines on this composition here. You have some lead lines on the left side, meaning the wall, and some leading lines on the right side. They do kind of an S-curve because of the sidewalk. So I snapped this picture here and I'm kind of happy with that. It's also a little bit overexposed and I really like how all the edges inside of the picture are kind of smooth. It really reminds myself on a film photo, and that was exactly what I was going for. By the way, also for all my digital photos, most of the time I pull down a little bit the structure or the clarity to soften the image just a little bit. Otherwise it just looks a little bit too digital, in my opinion. And then I turned myself and there was a bicycle passing and I snapped this picture here. Sadly forgot to turn on my GoPro. Here you can see how the green is popping. You see that the photo is overexposed, meaning the sky is almost white, but you still see a little bit of clouds going on. I would really love to have this composition on this photo with sunlight, the setting sun or something like that, having the sun on the left side and the golden light hitting the tree and the car. That would be amazing. This was really a nice garden. When you walked down the street, you saw that all the people paid a lot of attention about the plants and everything. So you see that they painted all the rocks and they really tried to match a color theme. That's really kind of cool, because when you try to make a photo, you basically have an orange house, you have the orange stones in front around the plants. That just pairs up nicely. It's nice to look at. This photo is kind of interesting. You see the little gate and you see the plants around. That looks really cool. The photo is also a little bit overexposed, meaning the sky is again kind of white, but you can see all the details in the plants. That is making the photo kind of interesting. This would be an image that I would edit in Lightroom just to give a little bit more of a punch to it. Pictures are kind of interesting as well. Since COVID, you have 2 lanes, and I really like all these leading lines. When you look at the photo, on the left side you have the lines pointing towards the words, and on the right side you have also this kind of barrier thing that is also creating some leading lines.
Looks that I kind of enjoy. It's Portra 800. Kodachrome 64 portrait. I really like the little sequences. Other than that, I was really surprised about the photos as well. I just adjusted a few little tiny things in my camera. I didn't edit any of these photos, and these results, they're really great. So if you are new into photography, you don't want to edit tons of hours, you just want to snap a picture and have quite a good look, get yourself a film preset and let's go. And even today you can shoot in RAW and in JPEG, means you have your big files where you can rescue all the shadows, all the highlights, and you have the JPEG version that you can just send to your smartphone and just upload it to Instagram. For me, I think I will stay with shooting RAW just because I like the style that I edit better than the film simulations, but it was nice to try it out. And honestly, that was a cloudy day. When you have golden sunlight with a film simulation in the Fuji, that's a nice combination. That's it for me, guys. I'm way too tired. I'm gonna go and enjoy my weekend now. I will eat some burgers. And you can help me. You can hit the like button. You can leave a comment down below. Comment if you like this kind of video, if you like one of these photos and which one. And share it if you know someone who might be interested in these kind of videos or who can take something away from it. I would love that. And with that being said, I hope I see you in the next one. See ya!